We're going to talk about 5 main things, and if there's anything that people want to talk about in regards to these, please chat in and we'll answer them as we wrap up. So Facebook is one of those things that I love and hate at the same time. I think there's lots of people out there that feel the same way, but in general, it is really a strong tool. I call it the friendly monster. So it really is, I think, has a lot of positive impact on businesses. There's so many different ways that people are using Facebook now that there's just this sort of endless opportunity to reach out to people in ways that will actually really serve them and be incredibly relevant and therefore more engaging. But it's really about taking the time to think about your approach and not just kind of rushing through it, not just expecting a formula to solve your problem, but really listening to your audiences and connecting with them in a way that allows them to feel valuable and allows them to feel like they want to connect with you. So even though I know the situation right now with advertising and the news feeds can be frustrating for business pages, there's still a lot that you can do. So my basic idea behind a lot of social media, but especially Facebook, is that you have to have a really authentic connection to people to get the engagement that you want that leads people to a conversion, which means they take an action. And the reason I think authentic connection is really the key is because in the Facebook world, your business content sits alongside people's sisters, their brothers, their husbands, their wives, their children, their grandchildren, their friends, their high school sweethearts, all of that stuff, their business colleagues, the people they work with every day. So our business content exists in this very personal realm, and if we don't really make the connection authentic, then we're really kind of missing a piece of the puzzle. If people don't really clearly understand why they should care about what you're doing and why you're doing it, then they don't tend to engage. They don't tend to comment or share or get involved in any way or click on your links or buy your products. So we really want to make that the core of what we do on Facebook. So there's 5 key things that I think are really amazing, and I'm going to be sharing not just the recording of this, but also the PDFs. So I know we're going to be moving through a lot of information quick, but you'll get a copy of this so you can dig into these main details about each one of these 5. But the first thing is I think a lot of different businesses need to think about live streaming and where it fits into their particular content strategy. Live streaming, similar to stories, on Instagram, on Facebook, is really becoming a big way to increase engagement. Now, there's a lot of different things that you can do with a live stream. So every, company, every business, every organization is going to be a little different. I definitely suggest you really listen to your audiences and come up with live stream content that'll be really valuable for them. But some just basic things that you might want to be aware of. Notify your followers in advance. So create a schedule where people know you're going to go live, announce it, put it in your event calendar or whatever it is. Test all your microphone, your lighting, and your device in advance. So whether you're using your laptop like we are today to live stream on Facebook or you're using your phone, test it out. There's a lot of third-party tools that will make doing it on your laptop or desktop a lot more interesting. So you can check out the 3 that I've suggested here. Really make sure that the topics you are covering, whether it's entertainment, education, how-to information, updates about your company, something about your community, make sure it's really relevant to your audiences. And when you write those posts and talk about your live streams, come up with headlines that'll capture people's attention and clearly communicate the benefits of them listening in and paying attention. And then introduce yourself or your brand and clearly state what makes you unique and different and special. So again, we really want people, when people listen to our live streams, it's a big deal. We want them to know how much we appreciate them tuning in to what we're doing. This is a simple thing that a lot of different organizations and businesses can do. It's affordable. It's really about having somebody who can kind of take the reins and lead the way with this type of content. And it takes somebody who really understands your audiences. So consider implementing live streaming in 2018. The next thing I think that really matters about Facebook is making customer service your top priority. So Facebook is not just a place to market and sell to people who've never heard of you. It's also a place to really engage with the people who've already purchased, donated, registered, connected to you. So the customers, clients, and donors and supporters that you already have, if you can activate them on Facebook and give them a reason to connect with you on your Facebook page, what you'll do is create some natural organic engagement. And that customer service engagement can lead you to more exposure in the news feeds to people who've never heard of you. So in your content strategy for 2018, I want you to consider where customer service plays a role. So can you do shareable FAQs, testimonials, reviews, and how-tos through video content and upload them to Facebook? Make sure all your about information is really complete, and make sure that when people message your Facebook business page that you're answering in a timely way, and maybe even setting up some automated replies if you're not able to answer messages on a daily basis. So many people use Facebook now to connect with businesses the same way they do Google My Business for local listings. And so because of that, we can increase a lot of engagement if we get our own networks more involved. And one of the ways that we can get them involved is by letting them know that Facebook is a customer service tool that's available to them. Also, if you've never explored Facebook chatbots, it kind of goes in line with customer service. Chatbots are becoming a huge part of the Facebook world. Basically, bots are automated software that can provide a number of different responses to inquiries to your Facebook business page. So automated subscription content, like let's say updates about different things, receipts and shipping notifications, customized instant responses to questions. Chatbots have come online with Facebook through their Messenger app. And more businesses are using the Messenger app to communicate with their customers and clients and donors. So there's a bot engine that Facebook is using to set these up. There's very simple versions all the way up to very customized versions if you're a developer. But if you can see that Facebook is a way that a lot of your existing and current clients and customers are connecting with you, and they are asking you questions, they are reaching out to you about what's happening, they're interacting with you, using your Facebook business page almost like a local listing, then it might be time to move into this realm of communications, and it can save you a lot of time. It can help you get a lot of basic information that needs to go out to a lot of your different customers, just sort of automated and set up. And so definitely dig into the power of this. Chatbots are being implemented in a lot of social media. They're a very powerful tool. And in addition to providing automated content, chatbots are also part of what we call machine learning. So that means that they learn through interactions with the customers what types of responses are more important, what types of responses are more necessary. And so it's a really interesting kind of part of the world that we're moving into that I think we're going to see explode over the next couple of years. If you're doing Facebook advertising, there's two things I want you to think about. One is, are you using custom audiences? So are you either using the Facebook pixel on your website so that you can track the people that are coming between Facebook and your website and actually advertise directly to those people who visited your website? Or are you using your existing customer list? So let's say you have a MailChimp and you can export that list. You can actually upload your customer list to your Facebook ad manager and actually target ads to those people. So custom audiences can be really valuable, essentially because they are allowing you to tap into people that, again, already support your work, already know about your brand, probably already like it and want to engage. And so using custom audiences can make your advertising just a lot more targeted to a qualified audience. So if you are doing ads, but all you're doing is clicking that boosted post, or you've never really dug into this part of your ad manager, you're only just kind of creating the audiences through the choices they give you, think about this. Can you put the Facebook pixel on your website? It's usually very, very easy for your designer developer to do, or even if you're using something like WordPress or Squarespace to do it yourself. And do you have a list of customers that you could upload so that you could be advertising to them on Facebook, since you know they already believe in what you do? The other thing that I think you can explore if you're doing advertising is basically to use lookalike audiences. And so essentially, a lookalike audience is when you take a custom audience that's been created by a Facebook pixel, or one that you've uploaded, and you tell Facebook to create an audience similar to those people. So again, you can take a customer list, upload it, and then say, Facebook, create a new audience of people that are very similar to my existing customer base. Or you basically put the Facebook pixel on your website, and then you're able to say, hey, Facebook, create an audience similar to the people who are visiting my website. And again, I feel like this allows you to put your ads in front of incredibly qualified people who've already connected to your brand, and therefore they're more likely to convert because you know that they've already had one touch point with you. They've either signed up for your newsletter, they've visited your website, or they've met you some other way, and now you're able to put your Facebook ads in front of them. So again, custom audiences and lookalike audiences, this can really take your advertising to another level. It can also make your ad spend so much more valuable because you are spending your ad dollars on getting in front of audiences that either are your potential or are your existing customers or are very similar to your existing customers. So even if they've never heard of you, they're very similar to that audience. So I know we only have a couple minutes, but I want to open up to any questions that people have about Facebook. I'm glad to answer them. Of course, you can also connect on my email and send me any questions after the fact. I will answer them as quickly as possible. But again, I think with the Facebook world, now is a really great time to really rethink your strategy, start becoming more and more relevant, more and more authentic, and really prioritize that customer service aspect and that relationship aspect. Essentially, that's the only way to compete organically anymore, is to have a really active network that supports you. If you don't have a really active network, then you end up paying for those ads to try to activate them. But if you can get them activated, they can not just boost you from an advertising perspective, but they can also help boost all that organic sort of traction that you're getting. Thank you all so much for joining us. As usual, we really love having everyone participate in our digital drop-ins. Please feel free to share information about our monthly free webinars with your friends, your colleagues. We will be back January 10th with Justin Bellamy and Leah Quintal. Until then, for those of you that are heading into your holiday season, have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. And for those of you who are students of the Institute, I look forward to seeing you in the online classroom. Have a great day.